If you are looking for new construction in the Port St. Lucie area, if you're looking for new construction in all of South Florida, this is a community I would definitely consider. Welcome to PGA Verano in Port St. Lucie, Florida. This is the very first time I've come to this community. It's one of the best communities in Port St. Lucie, and hopefully by the end of this video, you'll see exactly why. My name is Ray Fernandez. I'm with Living in Palm Beach, Florida, powered by eXp Realty, part of eXp Luxury. Welcome. Today we're checking out a community that I think is it's one of the best communities, I think, in the Port St. Lucie area. They compete with another community down the road, Riverland. Riverland is a 55-plus community, but this is not. This is an all-age community with a target. If you want to know more about what that means to be a targeted community in terms of ages, reach out to our team. We'd love to help you. So here in South Florida, we see a lot of interest today in the Port St. Lucie area, Martin County and the St. Lucie County area. Prices have gone up over the last few years. Prices are still more affordable here up in Palm Beach, up in Port St. Lucie, Florida. So if you want to let your dollar go a long way, this is a place I would definitely consider. If you live here, you will live off a world-class golf course. This is one of the best places. If you're a golfer, this is one of the best places that you can live here in South Florida. So this area here, PGA Verano, it's very conveniently located. If you want easy access to the Route 95 Andover Turnpike, it's really easy to get there from PGA Verano. We are only literally from Central Palm Beach about 1 hour. So that's one of the benefits to this area. It's conveniently located within Port St. Lucie. If you go to Port St. Lucie West, you're a little bit further away. One of the other things it's close to, which a lot of people appreciate, see, there's no downtown per se in Port St. Lucie, but there is the Tradition Village. You are within minutes here of Tradition Village if you live here in PGA Verano in Port St. Lucie. So one of the questions we often get asked is, how close is the community to the beach? It's pretty close. It's not like right there. The closest beaches, if you live here in PGA Verano, one of the closest beaches you're going to find yourself going to are going to be Jensen Beach. You're also close to Stewart. For people who know this area, for people who come here, it's a charming downtown area. So for the people who know this area, those are two of the places they go to a lot, Jensen Beach and Stewart. And when it comes to the beach, your closest nice beach is Jensen Beach. 18 years ago, my family and I relocated to this beautiful part of the world we call sunny South Florida, and we haven't looked back. Today, we truly find honor to help people perhaps like you do the exact same thing. So if you're thinking about moving to this area and you want to ask questions of people who have actually moved here and have done the transition, well, there's a few ways to get a hold of us directly. Down below is our email address. That's one great way. On the screen, there's our phone number. You can either call or text that phone number. Literally two of the best ways. In the description and in the comments section, there's a link. Click on that link. What that'll do is that'll set up some time for us to speak, either through a phone call or through a Zoom, whatever way you feel most comfortable. In any case, we have your back when it comes to relocating here to sunny South Florida. So although this community's been around 15 years, this is the first time I've been here. It is a large community. Here at PGA Verano, you have 20, when all is said and done, there's going to be a total of 2,700 homes. There's 2,700 homes. Today, we have 1,700 homes, so they're more than halfway done. It's been around a while. It started way back after the Great Recession. It's a unique neighborhood. Although if you're into golf, if you are a golfer, this is a community I would definitely check out. What I like about the golf aspect of this community is you do not have to be a member of the golf to be part of this community. Unlike some of the other communities nearby, like as an example, Tesoro Club is a relatively new community that is both with Toll Brothers and Lennar. It is a membership community. You have to pay a membership fee. Now, if you want to be part of the golf community here, you do have to pay that fee, but it is not required. There's also a social aspect for it. So, it's one of those things. If golf is your thing and the social aspect of a community is important to you, then then that's something I would go for. But here you have access to world-class golf, one of the best golf courses up here in Port St. Lucie. Today now the fees actually change all the time, but it's about $50,000 for a golf membership, which is initiation fee. It's about maybe a little bit more, $10,000 a year annually. So those are the things you have to pay. One of the things that's a great benefit is if you live in one of these houses, you can take that little garage there. That's considered like a golf cart garage. You could literally take your golf cart from your house right to the golf course. I mean, within 5 minutes, you can be on the first hole. That's one of the benefits to living here at PGA Verano in Port St. Lucie, Florida. You can also be part of the social aspect. So, by the way, I got to say this. Today, there is a wait list. So there is a benefit. There is demand, I should say, to being part of that, to being part of the golf membership. Just like over in Avenir, they have the Panther National. They're raising membership up there. Up there, the membership for non-residents is $500,000. Obviously, it's a lot less here. So you can get on, once you buy here, you can get on the wait list. I've been told there's a sort of a secret way to get in. Well, not to get in, but to expedite it. Reach out to our team if you want to have an idea how you can finagle or angle yourself to maybe make that the wait period a little bit faster than what they laid out to be. But in any event, you don't have to be part of the golf membership, but you have access to it, and it's literally right down the street. So PGA Verano is part of Coulter Homes. One of my favorite builders is, in terms of quality of build, it is really at the top end. There's a couple. I have like two that I think are above and beyond the others. If you want to know who they are, reach out to our team. I'd love to elaborate on that. But here they have, and the other thing I like about what they do here, and they do this for all the Coulter communities now, for most of them at least, is they show a lot of models compared to their floor plans. As an example, we are here in Model Row, and they have 18, and go all the way back this way, and let's all the way back this way. They have a total of 18 floor plans here, and of the 18, they actually have 16 models in which you could actually view here at PGA Verano. So they're actually in the process, Coulter is, in this new initiative called Product. I've made errors in previous videos. I could call it Project 21. It's actually Product 21. It's what they're doing across all their platforms, including here. They do it at Crestwind in Westlake, and they're doing it here in PGA Verano in Port St. Lucie. They redesigned, they've given all these homes more personalization. They don't like it when I use the word, or anyone uses the word, customization, because they are not a custom builder, so they very much avoid using that term. But they have more personalizations in their new outlook and on Product 21. As an example, as you can see here, it's actually mentioned here. Here's the Lila is one of their yellow collections, and I'll go through some of the collections, what that means exactly. But you can see here it says bonus room option for second floor. Every single model here at the PGA Verano, although it might show as a single family, single floor, one story, like a ranch, you have the ability to make every single model 2 stories here at PGA Verano in Port St. Lucie, Florida. So I don't normally go into all the models. In fact, there's 16. I just can't do that. I know other people that who like to showcase local communities. Will go through the whole home and show this is what it has. That's not my style. I'd love to take you on a visit of this community, but I want to give you the overview of what to expect if you're considering this community. One of the homes that I am going to bring us in today is called the Sydney. There you go, the Sydney. I've been in this model home over in Crestwind in Westlake. Reason why I picked this one. It's one of, not the highest, it's one of the higher end homes they have here, and it's one of my favorite. I know it's one of their more popular homes here at within Coulter and here at PGA Verano in Port St. Lucie. By the way, I need to say this. So down there is the sales center at the beginning of this model center. If you walk into the sales center directly, you are absolutely out of your mind. A little bit later, we're going to talk a little bit about independent representation. If you're thinking about pursuing this community or any new construction communities, it's important you know what that means. And after we take a look here at the Sydney, I'll go over a little bit. While I'm in there, actually, I'll go over a little bit about what independent representation looks like. So I just walked into Sydney, and one of the things you'll notice right here is they have high ceilings here. Few things. So for here living in Palm Beach, Florida, we do a lot of business with people that are from out of state. We do a lot of relocations. That's one of you if you type in Google moving to Palm Beach, Florida, I bet you'll find us. Relocations are a game. This is a big dining room. That's a feature that not everyone wants, but if you're looking for like a home with a formal dining room, this is a good model for that. But that's not the norm. Less and less models today come with formal dining. What people really do like and appreciate is I mentioned the high ceilings. That's something people all like, and you can see here too the windows. Now I say the windows. People love a lot of light. People love also the openness of the floor plan. You see how I walk in and it comes to this big area where you have a dining area. You have your big counter. This is what they call a waterfall counter, which means not so much on this end. It's like this end. You see how the end falls over? That's called a waterfall counter. They're getting away from that a little bit, but that was certainly popular about 5 years ago. The styles change, so they're going probably less with gray today. There is still a little bit of gray, but a little bit more of like earthy tones. That is what the builders, the designers of these model homes go for, and that's what we see here today. But this is typical of what a lot of people like. Is they like the dining area off on the kitchen. A lot of homes, one of the features that is an upgrade, that is an option, is the fireplace there. When you walk into these models in general, I have to say, there are a ton of upgrades in this. So one day this house will be for sale, and it will be more than the base price of the home because they'll include the furniture is one thing, and the upgrades in here are numerous. So when you're looking at homes and you're looking at prices online, by the way, the prices online are not the real prices, more on that in a minute. It does not take into account the upgrades and all the features that you come through when you're looking at a model in a new construction community like PGA Verano. So let's go right to size and pricing. I know that's where a lot of people like to hear. This house, the base price of this house is $570,000. It's 2,776 square feet under air. When we say under air, that means under air conditioning. That's how we quantify living space here in Florida. So this does not include the upgrades I was talking about, does not include the lot of land. So let me just take a quick peek out there. So the land is extra. So when you look online, by the way, don't register on their website. If you register on their website, what ends up happening is that they will assign you to a consultant. Most builders, not necessarily Coulter, I'm generalizing here a little bit, but most builders will assign you to a consultant, and you'll be, I don't want to say stuck because you might get lucky and get a good one, but you want to work with the strongest consultant or one of the stronger consultants at the community. We can help guide you. I don't say this often enough. I have a really strong relationship with all these builders, and I know who the good go-to people are. That's one of the values when it comes to working with our company at living in Palm Beach, Florida. But here at PGA Verano, there are a lot of water lots like this one. When I say water lots, I'm going to walk down here real quick. When I say water lots, I mean off a man-made lake like this. They'll cost you more money. You can get a dry lot for today. It'll probably be changed by the time you watch this, but the least expensive lot today is $17,000. Those are these are numbers you should throw in addition to the base price of the house. And they go up to somewhere north of, just a little bit north of $100,000. The ones that are on the water, of course, are going to cost a little bit more money because there's more demand when it comes to living and picking out your lot when you live on water here in Florida. Now I'll go over independent representation. It's a good point, a good part to do that. So with living in Palm Beach, Florida, we help people with builders, and we help people actually with what's existing too. So we help people that are looking to move to here in this great part of the world, I always say, of South Florida. And if you walk into the builder directly without on your own, without a realtor, without representation, they likely will not allow you to get independent representation afterwards. The cost to you, and you can ask the people at the sales office, they'll tell you this is true. There's no discount for going in on your own. If you come with a realtor, if you come with a company like ours that's living in Palm Beach, there is no cost with this. It's the builder who pays us. A little tongue tied there. It's the builder who pays us, and they're happy to do so because their idea is to have us tell them, people like you perhaps, all the great things about their community. So there's zero out of your pocket in terms of cost to use us. We are there. We have to make the introduction. We have to be there on your first visit in order to help you. Can't even begin to tell you how many times I hear people say, Ray, we went to go visit this community, Arden, Westlake, Avenir, and we saw your video. And if you visit a community, typically what happens is afterwards, you will not be allowed independent representation. So reach out to our team. We would love to help you. We will be there for the introduction. We'll be there throughout. We can help look over the contract. While we're not attorneys, I've seen enough of these contracts to know a little bit about what they're about. We can help you with the inspections. If you're out of town and you want to get pictures of, like, video of your lot, we do that for clients all the time. And we have a transaction coordinating team that helps keep these builders accountable to help fight for you when it comes to buying your home here in Florida. One of the other things I have to say, too, is we are unbiased. So if we think the Riverland down the street, which is one of their biggest competitors here, is a better fit for you, we will tell you. If you go to PGA VERANO, they're going to tell you PGA VERANO is the best. If you go to Riverland, they're going to tell you the Riverland is the best. And they both have their own attributes, and we can help getting to know you. We can help figure out what the right fit for you. The other very important point is, especially in a community that's been around a while like this one, there are existing homes for sale in the market. The builder's not going to tell you about those because they want to sell you a new home. We can help you with those existing homes. We do new construction. Yes, it's a lot of our business, but we also do existing homes. And if there is an existing home that's ready that's ready for you, that's a good fit for you, we're going to tell you about it because we want to do, at the end of the day, we want what's best for you when it comes to moving into these communities here in South Florida. So now I'm going to go into their biggest model. It's called the Whitney, and you can just tell it just looks bigger. It's definitely a lot wider. It's got a 3-car garage. It's got 2-car plus that golf cart garage we were talking about it. They're showing it as a one-level, one-story home. As I mentioned, any of these homes, you can put a second level on, which is basically a loft area, which you can convert to a bedroom. But if you want that, if you want a second story or a loft area or a bonus area, they lots of times call it, that can be done here on the Whitney, their largest model here at PGA VERANO. Once again, this model has high ceilings, and as you can tell, look at this. This is an extremely open area. Again, a lot of windows. That's the feedback I get from people moving here, people buying new construction homes, is they want lots of windows, lots of light, lots of open space when you walk into the home. So this home is their largest, as I mentioned. It's 3,265 square feet under air. The base price for this home, again, these prices change by the time you see this video. There's a reasonable chance that it's higher and or changed, is the $750,000. That's before the upgrades. It's before the lots. They built this home also, like on the other one. They're on a water lot. So all in, I mean, you can get the pricing here. I will say you can get over $1 million here. You can price it with upgrades and lot and a home like this. You can go north of $1 million here at PGA Verano in Palm Beach, Palm Beach Gardens in Port St. Lucie, Florida. So let me go over some of the pricing and some of the models. I mentioned the 16 different models they have in 18 floor plans. They have a Villa collection, a Bacal, a Carson, a Helpern, a Monroe collection. This Whitney model is part of the Monroe collection. It is the highest. In terms of pricing, you can start at about $400,000 roughly just for the base price of the home. And they go up to here, which is $750,000, which is $750,000. The smallest homes are about 1,400 square feet under air. They have a collection, a Villa collection, which they are currently discontinuing. They do have some models that are still available, but once they're sold, that's going to be the end of it when it comes to the builder. If you want to be like that guy lives in his house right there, I don't know how well you can see that. There are homes out there that are existing homes where you can get any of these models. So if you want to look at perhaps a quick delivery home, which is something they also do, and you want something maybe that was around and not today, we can help you with those existing homes here at PGA Verano. The other feature I find that a lot of people are doing are like this. I love this. Personally, I think this is great. A large countertop in the kitchen, larger island in the kitchen. The farm sink. These are very, very common today. A lot of homes, as I mentioned, do not have formal dining room. This is why, because for the most part, most families would be able to eat around this island and be able to sit quite comfortably. So when you come to Florida and you see fireplaces like this, these are common. These kind of fireplaces. They have it's like an electric fireplace. We don't have. If you want a wood burning fireplace, I'll tell you this: it's hard. It's hard from not just they don't make that many of them. If you do get them, and I've seen them, it's hard to buy wood. When I lived up in New York, as most of you who follow the channel know, I'm originally from New York. We had a few homes up there. When we lived up there, we would get cords of wood and we'd go out and put it for the fireplace. You don't really have access to that kind of stuff here. That's one of the reasons they don't really have that many wood-burning firestones, wood-burning fireplaces. The other difference here is that here in Florida, we do not close our pools down. When I was living out on Long Island, I had a couple of houses out there where we had pools, and we had to close the pool down. There was a huge expense to close it down, bring it up, winterize it. You don't have that here. The cost of maintaining a pool here in Florida, I don't say this as often as I should. The cost of maintaining a pool here in Florida is less than if you were living in, so not just the Northeast, but anywhere's north, literally of Orlando here in the United States. I love the fact that that the models here at Coulter at PGA Verano are showing with pools. In general, we get a lot of people from out of state moving here. And, especially now, like in the wintertime, people come down, they see a pool like this. They're like, wow, it's snowing where I live. So that's one of the things. I think they show well because here, whether it's Port St. Lucie and or Palm Beach, we get a lot of people from the north moving here to South Florida, and it shows well. You can be swimming, and we do it. You could be swimming here. You have a heater in your pool, a Will Cryer heater. You could be swimming in your pool here in January here in South Florida. The typical high in January is about 75 degrees. Typical low is 50. So we get a lot of those great days, the sun's out, start at 50, go to 75. And we have the luxury of having a pool in our backyard that we can use all year long. So a question we get often asked is, what are the fees? They do have an HOA fee. It depends on the collection that you pick. It runs anywhere from $480 a month to $545 a month, which quite frankly is very reasonable compared to what I've seen in other places around Florida, and also for what it includes. It includes lawn care. So the community will take care of your landscaping in your backyard for the community. It has they have a terrific resort-style pool. They have tennis courts. They have all the top-notch amenities. They include internet. They have a gate here. The plan here is that they do have a manned gate that will be manned from during the day, not 24/7, but there's an expense to that. So you have security, you have internet, you have cable, you have lawn. So your HOA fee does cover a lot. The other question we get a lot, and I think we help highlight this point. If you're looking at new construction, you need to ask about the CDD fee. There's a community down in Palm Beach that has a higher CDD fee than any of the others. Reach out to our team. I'd love to tell you which one that is. But in essence, the CDD is a fee that goes into your taxes. It's when the community is being built out. They have to build infrastructure. And what they do, a lot of the builders, what they do is they pass that cost on to the homeowners. So not all communities have CDD fees. There are some that are significant. And this one is not significant, but you should know about it. And always ask when you're looking at new construction. If there's ever a community that you want to know what the CDD fee is, reach out to our team. I just answered someone that exact question a couple of days ago. Here at PGA Verano, the CDD fee is $1,100 to $1,700 per year. It's in your taxes, and it's from a relative perspective, that's an annual fee. For a relative perspective, that's a little bit less than most other communities. Continuing on with the amenities, the other factor is since this community's been around for a little bit, the clubhouse and all these amenities are already here. When it comes to tennis, pickleball, resort-style pool, they're already here if you're buying a home in PGA Verano in Port St. Lucie, Florida. Also, one thing that's an important question with some people, I mentioned the pools back there. You can build your house from scratch here. They do have quick delivery homes from time to time. Reach out to our team if you want to know what might be available like right now, or when you watch this video, it'll be different, I am sure. But from time to time, they build spec homes, or they're homes that come back to the market. Lots of times, they're quick delivery homes. So if your time frame is a shortened one, we can help you. Typically, it takes about 9 to 11 months, 9 months to a year when it comes to building these homes from scratch. And when it comes to pools, you do have the ability to build a pool here at PGA Verano in your backyard. The guidance they give you is if you build with them, if you use their pool builder and all that, and you want to move into your house with the pool already there, expect to pay on the low end, starting about $100,000. That is what pools cost today. As much as homes have gone up in price over the past several years, pools have gone up, if not more, when it comes to the pricing of buying a pool here in South Florida. You can literally spend up to $200,000 on a pool. We had a client that in Crestwind, which is another Coulter home community down in Westlake, Florida, that spent exactly that. So if you want some guidance on that, reach out to our team. There's also you might be able to do it on a more cost-effective basis if you do it on your own. So there's a lot of things to take into account when you're buying new construction home here in Florida. South Florida, Port St. Lucie, PGA Verano, paradise here in South Florida.